Oh my goodness, look at this right here. We have done it, breaking into $3 yet again and pretty much closing out the week here at a $3 mark. On PROG here, this San Diego based biotech company that we can't get enough of right now. So friends, let's talk about what's going on right here. So the last video I made on this, I said, hey, we're probably definitely gonna hit a $3 bid price on this yet again because the volume has been absolutely crazy. Even the bad volume is still amazing volume range here. So still amazing volume, amazing buying in and out. This thing is being traded around so much right now. Very healthy, very moving, and people are still hyped and ready for this thing to jump up even more. But what is to come here? So first things first, we are seeing a few different things happen here with this. Obviously, this is something that is being very pushed up by Reddit users, just by, retail investors in general. They are pushing and moving this one around where they want it right now. But also, we are seeing really good numbers come out with this stock, really high volume, and we even have good news for the company. So there's honestly a lot of positivity around this stock right now. And one of the major good things from the actual company is that they have just received 4 new patents. But this is nothing new for them when it comes to patents. They have a lot of patents. So this is a company that has a lot going on, friends. That, their future looks big, it looks bright, but one thing that does scare a lot of investors too is that they do not like the fact that this company, Progenity, has not really let in any real revenue. And you know what? That's not terrible because we're dealing with a company that is still on the way up here, and it's a very new company. This company is really only probably almost 12 years old at this point. That's still very young, especially when you have something in the medical field. A lot of these companies, a lot of these stocks, they take a lot of time to get going. I mean, let's be honest, these guys have not invented a cure for cancer here. They're doing great things. They've still got a ways to go. So friends, to wrap up all this good news, I'm not trying to sell you the company. Obviously, you need to do what you want to do here, but the company has a lot of things in the oven cooking right now. Most companies, they have a handful of things cooking. This company has a lot cooking right now, which is fantastic. It's good, and that's what interests people, and that's what interests investors so much with this. And the other big thing when you dig into the company that investors do not like is that one thing you see with a lot of these pharmaceutical companies, we'll just say health companies, biotech companies, they burn through cash like crazy. Stuff in this sort of field, this medical field, biotech field, it is very expensive, and you always see companies struggle because they are burning through cash. And I would not be surprised to see these guys talk about another stock offering here soon. So obviously everybody's wondering, where do I think this is going to go? In one hand, we have a ton of positive news with what the company is doing. They are striving and going forward with these patents, with what they're working on, and they're a company that really, they're in growing pains right now. They're still a young company. They're in growing pains. This is what we're seeing right now. Obviously, the main thing that people don't want to happen here is to get caught in some sort of reverse split. Obviously, the stock is far off from being from any type of reverse split. It's almost at it is at a $3 range right now. The question is, can we see a $5 range? I don't think a $5 range is absolutely crazy here. Do I think a $5 range is going to happen here next week? I don't. I think a $5 range is definitely possible here, but I think we're going to take it in a slow stride here. If we look at the past history of this stock, it's a slow moving stock. Yes, we have a ton of volume, but still, with so many shares outstanding, this is going to take a lot of momentum, a good bit of time, and just a lot of patience to get this thing up to a 4 to 5, maybe even a 6. 6 is definitely possible. But the bottom line with that is, if you are a long-term investor with this company, you're obviously wanting this to stay at that high mark. But at that point, at that time, obviously we will need to see better quarterlies. We will need to see some sort of news come out with the company, what further they're doing more. So friends, with this, like anything, I think you're going to have a little bit of a roller coaster ride here. I don't think $3.50 is crazy going into next week. I still think you're seeing a run on this. Volume is still amazing. Volume is still there. It's still moving. It's still being traded around quite heavily. And another major thing, everyone's still talking about it. This is still a very popular stock right now. So for the next 2 to 3 weeks, I am bullish on this 350 mark. And for the next 2 to 3 months, I'm bullish that we could see maybe a $5 to $6 mark if things keep going here in a good direction with news and seeing what this market's going to do. One day we have a really good day, we have a few good days, and then we have just 2 really bad days. And today was one of those days where, everything kind of just fell apart for most things. So friends, with all that said, remember, be positive, be you, take time to invest in that future of yours. And friends, man, it's already the weekend. I'm already bored. I'm ready for the stock market to open back up. I guess I'll just watch crypto all week like always. But friends, I will talk to you soon. Take care, friends. Bye-bye.